My name is Angela Fike, and I know everybody's really tired, so I'm just going to kind of get to it. Kind of piggybacking almost on what she just said, I am asking that the board please take a look at the June 12th board meeting and at the notes that happened and look at the transcripts. And if you read through the transcripts at that time, and I've also gone back and rewatched and reread, I think, Houston, we have a problem. Mr. Stern, you have never officially resigned as trustee. You've resigned as Mayor Pro Tem. It is in the notes that you said you would step down. It says because no one can hold two elective offices, elected offices of the town at the same time. Mr. Stern said, if you take a look at time 1834, the timestamp of 1834 to 1913, you said that you would so step in that regard, and along those lines, I hereby submit my resignation as Mayor Pro Tem. But later on, you never resigned as trustee. So legally, I don't think you're the mayor. And that is a problem. So the Mayor Pro Tem's resignation did not exist. Shauna Ball then made a motion to accept your resignation as Mayor Pro Tem. Later on in the notes, if you take a look, I know there was some discussion with Mr. Krob, and Mr. Krob had also brought up some things at that time, well, your resignation. But that was talking about Mayor Pro Tem.
Now that you've accepted her resignation, the issue becomes how do you fill that vacancy? And the process for filling a mayoral vacancy in a statutory town like Palmer Lake is set forth in state statute as well as the town code. They both authorize the board to fill that vacancy by appointment or to set an election. If you do not fill the vacancy by appointment within 60 days, then at that point you must set a special election to do that. Although the state statute and the code set a maximum time for filling a vacancy, they do not set a minimum. So the board has the authority to fill the mayor vacancy at any time, beginning with now the current meeting, since you've accepted that resignation, until 60 days from this meeting. Although the board typically provides notice and solicits applications for vacancies, it is not required to do so. And in response to a question I received, an existing trustee can be appointed as the mayor, but they would have to resign their trustee position before being appointed as mayor, because no one can hold two elected offices of the town at the same time. With that in mind, I do have just a couple of thoughts on when and how you appoint, if you want to appoint someone to fill that vacancy. I think it would be, well, as the town knows and the board knows, there are several sensitive matters that are pending right now. Some of them are critical to the town, regardless of what decision the board ultimately makes. Some of those involve extensive negotiations, executive sessions, public hearings that have already taken place. So from my perspective, it would be beneficial for the town, the board, to fill the mayor's vacancy sooner than later to provide leadership through what I perceive will be challenging times. And also from the legal perspective, I think it would be beneficial to have someone who is up to speed on the issues, especially someone that has been able to participate in all of the public hearings, all of the executive sessions, and all the negotiations that the board has been through. I'm not recommending who you appoint, but those would be concerns from the legal perspective.
Thank you.
Well, I believe the obvious choice here with these qualifications is our current Mayor Pro Tem, Dennis Stern. I think that's the right choice for us. I mean, done this for a long time. Dennis, would you be willing to step down as Mayor Pro Tem?
I would. So in that regard and along those lines, I hereby submit my resignation as Mayor Pro Tem.
So in that case, I nominate Dennis.
No, I don't believe that.
Oh, we.
Before this happens?
First, you need
Are
to,
you accepting public comment before you make this decision?
No, we are not.
first, so first, you're not even to the point of making that decision. The first decision is whether to accept the Mayor Pro Tem's resignation. So
Sorry about that.
that would be a motion and a second and a vote.
I'll make a motion to accept Dennis Stern's resignation as Mayor Pro Tem.
I second it.
We'll have a yes/no vote.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
Yes.
and then,
And then you can make the motion in a second and discuss appointment.
so,
So then I make a motion to nominate you as mayor.
we'll need a second.
Do you need board comment before?
It's up to you. Once you get a second, then you can open it for discussion.
Okay,
And then when discussion's done, you can vote.
I'll second.
Is there any discussion?
Otis?
Personally, there has been a lot of controversy and division between amongst the board members, and whether or not, Dennis is qualified or not, I don't think that's a question. It's really a question is, what works best for the town? Is it better to appoint someone who is not under a cloud? There are, myself, Tim Caves, and Amy Hudson, we're not under recall.
Yet.
So one of, there's also the option to set aside and actually have people request to be appointed, whether they're a trustee or a citizen, or probably, probably least desirable is actual special election along with the recall elections. And personally, I'd rather have it open to not only trustees, but also citizens, and then have everybody have an opportunity to present their case, and then the board decide who gets to be the new mayor. Nothing against Dennis as far as his qualifications, but I think with the light of all the dissension amongst citizens and board members regarding a couple different instances, I think that's my preference.
I think I would like to follow on the recommendation of our town attorney that suggested that we have somebody who has been involved in the situation, has been attending executive session meetings and town meetings and workshop meetings, and has a full understanding of what is up against us, especially with the annexation. There is a lot of information that is discussed in executive session that the public doesn't know about yet and will be informed of soon. But I think I would rather fall on our attorney's recommendation and go with somebody who is already well-informed and well-capable of handling the situation and bringing us through these trying times.
My comment is that the three may be under recall, but it's still up to a vote, and there's no guarantee that that vote will go through, that they will be recalled. Right now, they are elected
Currently, I am
official.
still an elected official.
Yep.
I have not been recalled yet. And there are over 1,500 people who refuse to sign the petitions. So, the odds are pretty good.
Is there any more discussion? We have a motion and a second. We'll have a roll call vote.
Otis Shirka, no.
Amy Hudson, yes.
Kevin Dreher, yes.
Dennis Stern, yes.
Tim Caves, yes.
Shawna Ball, yes.
What's next?
I suppose the clerk can
So-
swear you in as the mayor.
There's a problem. So I'm asking that the board revisits those notes. Please take a look at that. Please make it an agenda item for a future meeting, It needs to be looked at, and I'm asking that any decision that you've voted on or any decision you've made to be null and void as of from June 12th to now. So I'm asking you to step down, sir. Thank you.